Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are going to do a short reading asking for advice from Spirit. On the day that I am posting this video, I already posted a channeled message from the Arcturians about how we can move through these trying times. And I felt a call to do a pick a card reading for those of you who enjoy these readings, but also to get a bit more information that would be a little bit more personal and perhaps unique to your situation. There's also a storm brewing outside, and that always feels like a good time to do a reading because of all of the ionic energy, the kinetic movement that helps, with the channeling and with the reading. Okay, so I asked Spirit for advice, and these 3 cards fell out. I did not choose these cards, so we will see what comes up in this reading. Just please have your heart open to whatever messages come through. So we have pile number 1 with the citrine. Okay, we have pile number 2 with message number 2, the carnelian. And message number 3, pile number 3 with the malachite. These cards are a little bit bent from my shuffling. Sorry about that. Okay, so just take a nice deep breath, tune in with your intuition, and see which pile with which message pulls you in the strongest. And the timestamps, as always, are below, and I will see you at your reading. Welcome, group number 1. I am very grateful for you being here with me today as we ask Spirit for some advice. For whatever is going on in your life, you may silently intend for a certain question to be answered or for greater insights about a certain experience or situation that you're currently facing. I'm hearing there is more for you to do, that someone is waiting for something to shift, but there's something more that needs to be done. So they're showing me someone looking behind, like over their shoulder, and they're saying, please keep looking forward, keep looking forward, keep looking forward. There's nothing for you in the past anymore. Yeah, they're showing me somebody adjusting their rear view mirror, right? It's all about staying the course and moving forward. Okay, there's nothing behind you. This is especially important during this Mercury retrograde to move through the patterns that are going to resurge or reemerge during this time. Some of you may feel exceedingly stuck during this time because it is a remembrance of a past experience. And through this experience, they're saying you're actually meant to remember the trauma. And it may not be in your conscious mind. It may be that you have a cellular memory. And they're showing this to me as if you might begin crying and you don't know why. There might be an impetus for this or small trigger, but not one that really aligns with this bigger reaction. And they're saying that's your body releasing cellular memory. So the upgrades are both coming from incoming light codes that are dropping in, but also there's something that is clearing so that more light can take up space within your vessel. So they're asking you to be in a state of flow and remembrance whilst these things come up to be moved. So a lot of people are asking for things to come in. Let me hear my guides. Let me have abundance. Let my soulmate come in. And the guidance for this group is to bear sacred witness, I'm hearing, to the release. I'm getting a big yes on that. And they're reminding you all that as you listen to this message, to feel in your body and in your heart what is resonant. And please don't make anything fit. So they're saying the great remembrance that is occurring right now is happening through clearing, for making space. And not everything is meant to be understood through the mind. You must trust that there is a reason for this emotional clearing. The anger, the frustration, the desperation, express it, feel it. They're showing me somebody dancing, movement. Yeah. They're showing me an interplay between dance and stillness, right? Grounding and movement, space, opening, and fulfillment and nourishment, right? So there's this interplay between what once might have been thought as polarities, and now there's a merging. So there's no one right way to be right now. There's both time for the stillness and time for the movement, just as there is time for receiving and time for giving. Or I should do with my hand, giving with my right, receiving with my left. Okay, let's get into the cards. Okay, again, this is going to be a shorter reading, you guys. We're just going to get straight to the messages. Oh, wow, beautiful. So this is Jesus and Mary Magdalene, shared mission. Number 9. Okay, so we are in a 9-year, 2025, reduces down to a 9. So there is something occurring within this year regarding a collaboration. Okay, some kind of coming together. They're showing this to me in a few different ways. This can be where you're coming together with your soul tribe at this time. Again, they're showing me as you release, you hold more light, you allow more light codes to come in, your vibration rises, and you act as a magnetic frequency that attracts your soul tribe, that attracts your soulmate, right? That attracts your soulmate. You see how these birds are flying separately and they're merging at the end here. So there is something about your path itself that is merging into the 0 point, they're saying, into the point in which the slate is going to be cleansed, clean, where you may start anew, where there might be a new beginning, a new perspective, a new way that you're going to go about living your life. And I'm hearing it's subtle but powerful. I'm hearing water signs, any of you water signs, okay? There's a lot of emotional cleansing at this time. And there is advice about going to the water and being in water for this group and using water in ritual. They're also showing me speaking to your water. Water is, they're calling it a shapeshifter. It can change its frequency in response to the frequency of your voice and the frequency of the words that are used. So speak with love and reverence and with intention to your water. And then hold that water with respect and then drink it. They're showing that you can do this with plants as well and with your animal friends. To speak to their water before you give it as nourishment to your animal friends and to your plants. They're also saying if you want to cleanse your crystals in water, you could also charge the water with the frequency of your own voice. So they're telling me that this collective needs to remember their own power that exists within their own consciousness, and in particular, the throat chakra for this group, the throat chakra I'm hearing. That your verbal expression holds tremendous weight. So they're saying you don't have to worry so much about clearing the throat chakra because this ties you to a narrative that your throat chakra is blocked. They want me to help you reframe the idea of a blocked throat chakra to enervating the throat chakra, enervating it through humming. I'm hearing song, singing. You don't have to have a beautiful singing voice to sing, you guys. Sing. You'll feel your whole body become a light. This morning I was feeling a little bit of a low vibration. I didn't feel so well. And I just put on some James Taylor. James Taylor just brightens my day. I haven't listened to him in a long time. And I just started singing. I don't have the most beautiful singing voice. I come from a family of singers, but I don't have the most lovely singing voice. But I sang, and I lifted my own vibration because I sang from my heart. Yeah, there's something about just looking for the majesty and the magic that is abound in your world right now. Look to be awestruck, I'm hearing, because there is beauty all around you at all times. I keep hearing, look up, look up, look up, look up. Look around and look up. They're saying that there is also a time for introspection, and then there's a time to sort of come out into the light and look around. So there's a big message about the merging of polarities for this particular group. Okay? Let's get a few more messages from Spirit. Spirit, can you tell me which? Okay? So they want me to go back to this deck. Messages kindly, please, for group number 1. My guides, my loving guides, please guide group number 1 for the highest and best advice for them now, please, and thank you. And we have love thy neighbor, being of service. Love thy neighbor, being of service, the 817. Okay. So I'm hearing take a step back. Okay. 8 being before 9 here. Take a step back. So for example, if you are seeking your tribe, right, your soul tribe, your divine counterpart, peace, flow, merging back into your 0 point where the slate is brushed clean. If that's what you want, take one step back if that hasn't yet happened and be of service. Spirit is showing me that when you feel lost, a wonderful thing to do. Oh, I'm getting such a big yes on this. Thank you, my loving guides. The best thing to do is to be of generous spirit, I'm hearing, to be of service in some way. And they're saying it can be small acts of kindness. They're showing somebody calling their mother and say, hey, Mom, I was just thinking about you. I missed you. What are you up to? At a time you might not normally call your mom. Or in partnerships, I'm seeing a man say to his partner, his wife, his husband, whoever you are, your partner, hey, I missed you, right? What are you doing? What are you up to? What are your dreams? What were you thinking about just there? You look so beautiful today. And all authentically, all from the heart. So being of service is living through the heart. Living through the heart. And with the infinity sign here, right? It's as within, so without. As within, so without. So you are of service without wanting for anything. And that is when the universe comes and gives you what you want. It's when you're not asking, when you're not looking for it, when you're just in a place of contentment, in spite of all of the swirling around you and the chaos and the duress. We don't diminish the duress. We do not ignore it. We just bring a partner to help it along its path, that partner being something of greater levity, something from the heart. Here, stress, difficulty, hold my arm. Let's go and help another person. Let's help an animal. Let's be of service so that we can lift your vibration just a little bit. Yes, this is what they're guiding this group to do. Small acts of kindness. Okay, so we have 8 and 9. What next, Spirit? What next, Spirit? Show us clearly, please. This one wants to come out. Thank you so much. Wow. Jesus, follow my lead. Number 1. Okay, what they're showing me here is that number 1 is the 0 point. So should you do this, should you be in the moment and you accept your plight and you allow yourself to still be of generous spirit, and then you start to go back into the 0 point. They told me to move the cards. You come back into your oneness, into your wholeness, right? As you accept what you are and what you are experiencing, and you continue to move forward with the light being that you are, that is when things begin to shift. It's subtle, you guys. It's not sweeping, grand sweeping action. It's the subtle interplay between acceptance and allowance with movement, with very subtle movement, not to fix, not to change, but as a partnership, as you walk beside your plight with reverence and honor, right? I see you, I see you, I see the pain, and I will take you with me on my journey to help others, to be of service in some way. Because by way of my doing this, I raise the vibration of my plight. I raise the vibration of my perspective of my plight. So I can see it more clearly, so I can come upon the answers that I seek rather than pulling for them, rather than battling for them, rather than fighting for them. I want to get one final card, okay, from the Sacred Destiny deck. Any other advice? We're going to ask specifically about the outcome here. Should you heed Spirit's advice? Okay, you come back to your oneness. You come back to the middle point. Can you give us a final message for group number 1, please? We have illumination. Your path will be illuminated. You see how subtle the message is here. This is not a bright, shining light. My guides even said to me today, do your readings at twilight, between that time of dusk, okay, or at dawn, right, where the sun is going down, where the evening is coming in, where the illumination is soft and spirit is whispering, where the world is a bit more quiet and there's a bit more stillness that you don't have to cultivate, seek, work for. It is given to you. It is a time of the day of stillness that is handed to you, where you don't have to be in a lotus position to cultivate it. And in that stillness, you will see the illuminated path. This is what is coming for you. But you must be a partnership to it. It is not going to be handed to you. You are going to come upon it on your travels. You are going to come upon it as you begin to merge the polarities that exist in your life. I really hope that this makes sense, you guys, because this is a very important, subtle, but powerful message. So with that, you guys, I'm going to close out this reading. I hope it resonated for you guys. And I send you so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 2. Today we are asking for advice from Spirit during this time in your life where maybe you're feeling stuck, Maybe there is a difficulty. Maybe there's a situation you would like some insight about. Call upon that question or that experience in your mind's eye now, going in with the intention that Spirit is going to bring some kind of advice and guidance for that experience or that situation now. This is going to be a short reading. This reading is following the channeled message that I posted earlier today. And if you find this message at another time, that's fine. But Spirit really guided me to do a short reading just of guidance and advice for those of you who are struggling a bit now. As I tuned into this group and I called and I invited my spirit guides, I asked them for the first message for group number 2. And I heard the song, I don't know the name of it, and please excuse me, I don't have a wonderful singing voice, but it goes, slow down, I just want to get to know ya. We should slow it down. Yeah, I just want to get to know ya. Okay, so I can't sing so well, but slow down, I just want to get to know you. And they're saying that to yourself, to yourself. Slow down and try to bear, they're saying, empathic witness to yourself. Slow down for a moment. Hold a little grace for yourself. Don't just look upon your experiences. Look upon your very spirit right now. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Jane. Hello, Judy. Whatever your name is, say hello. How are you today? What is going on with you? Show yourself a little bit of interest today is the advice. Slow down and get to know you. It doesn't have to be digging deep, right? They're telling me, put the shovel away. Stop digging so much. It's all right there. Whatever you need to know is right there. All you need to do is take a moment and ask yourself, how are you today? How are you? And see what you answer. What do you need today? What do you need right now? Do you need a drink? Do you need a nap? Do you need a kind voice, a friend? And then honor that. There is something about this energy where I feel somebody running away from themselves, which is entirely common and entirely normal. We are all in some state of overwhelm. There's a lot of energy coming at us each day. Anxieties, difficulties that we see in the news, and around us with our friends and our families, whether it be sickness and illness. So this is a time to slow down and tune in without going deep. Okay, put the shovel away. Let's reveal the first card. Okay, we have the card 16, non-judgment, reflection, and projection. So if you can see, this man is dropping this stone. They want you to put the weapons down towards yourself. They're asking you to bring a bit more kindness and compassion towards yourself, not as just a nice idea, but as a ritual, as a sacred act towards yourself. How would you behave towards yourself if you were your own best friend? There's a lot of self-judgment going on in this group. They're showing me that this card is orange. I did not match the stones with the cards at all today. I just sort of matched it with the cover, like just so that it looked beautiful. But they're telling me to tune into the fact that this is orange, and then we have the carnelian. which resonates with the sacral chakra, the chakra of emotional self, also the sexual self, but they're highlighting the emotional self, and that there is a stirring that is going on within the sacral chakra of this particular collective. So they're asking, while you listen to this reading, might you consider gently placing your dominant palm, for me that's my right palm, on your lower belly. Okay, don't suck in your stomach. Don't try to make it feel less comfortable. If it's uncomfortable, just bear sacred witness to the discomfort. My belly feels a little bloated right now. It feels a little uncomfortable to put my palm there, but I'm going to do this with you guys. And take a deep breath and allow the breath to go down to the sacral chakra. And just imagine that orange flower that represents the sacral chakra just opening. And allow the emotion to rise. There is something stuck within that space that needs to be cleared. I'm seeing that salt baths would be very helpful for this group. Salt baths. Okay? You just put about a half a cup of Epsom salt or even sea salt, bath salts into a rather shallow bath and just sit in that a little bit. I'm seeing some lavender. Oh, no, I'm not seeing lavender. I'm seeing rose petals and I'm smelling lavender. So maybe some lavender essential oils and maybe some rose petals. There's something about treating yourself with a lot of respect and a lot of love. Reflection and projection. Some of you might not have experienced accurate reflection from loved ones. There might have been people around you who, I'm hearing the word narcissistic, so you might have been around narcissistic individuals, people who were a little bit more self-centered, okay? And when you're around individuals that behave in this manner, it can be very difficult to know yourself well. Children know themselves by way of accurate mirroring from their parents or their caregivers. So the guidance and advice from Spirit for this collective is that you must learn how to be your own mirror. For those of you who have animals at home, they are your mirrors right now. They are your guides. They are your caregivers in some ways. Look to them. For those of you who don't have animals at home, this is about creating some sacred space within nature in some way. Even if you live in a city, you can go and lean up against a tree. They're showing that you can strengthen yourself by way of placing your spine up against the trunk of a tree so that you're facing away from the tree, but your spine is aligned with the tree. And the tree will give you nourishment through your spine, through your nervous system. This group's nervous system is burnt out, okay, by stress, by stress. They're telling me that sunlight is very important for this group. It's the way food nourishes your physical vessel. Sunlight nourishes your nervous system. It actually calms the nervous system. They're showing me with this beautiful sweeping paintbrush mark here that looks almost like a bird to me. They're showing me. And they're showing it to me as a yellow, as if the energy from the sacral chakra wants to rise into the solar plexus, wants to rise into your state of power, okay? This young woman is, or young person is hiding from themselves. They're not in their power. And here we see what looks like a wing also outlined in yellow. I don't know if you can see that. There's something that wants to be free, that wants to be released. So in the sunlight, the sun will help nourish this part of you. I did just lose my train of thought. They were giving me something and I lost my train of thought, but I will find my way back. There is something that wants to birth itself, that wants to take off, and it requires a gentle release from the emotional self. And this release needs to occur without judgment. As within group 1, they're saying the same with group 2. Please look upon your emotional experiences without all the analysis. Without all the analysis. You don't need to understand why certain emotions are coming up, but you do need to allow them to move through you and out. So if you feel like you need to cry, you need to scream, you feel frustrated, please don't analyze it. Just let it move through you. A lot of what the collective is releasing right now is not even from this life, or it might be from experiences pre-verbally that you don't remember. This is what they're telling me. So with reflection and projection, you must be your own mirrors, okay? You must allow yourselves to bear witness. They're saying again, sacred witness. This seems to be the title for this reading, of your own emotional experiences so that you can accurately reflect yourselves, see yourselves more clearly. Because when you don't see yourselves clearly, you wittingly and unwittingly, they're saying it's more unwittingly, unknowingly, project energies onto others. And then others will reflect to you your own shadow. And you will keep battling with people because they will keep showing you that which is unhealed within yourself. Not all the time, but some of the time. Okay? Let me get a few more messages from Spirit before we close, okay? Let's get a few more messages of advice from Spirit for group number 2, please. What else do you have for group number 2? Please and thank you. Okay. So we have number 35, enlightenment, continue to grow. And how beautiful that this young woman is in the sun. And through the sun, she is enlightened. She holds more light and less darkness just by sitting in the sunlight, just by being in a state of flow. What needs to leave her leaves her. What needs to come in comes in. With continue to grow, they're saying, try not to rest in any one place right now. There's no need to overanalyze any one experience, to get too embroiled in any one exchange with anyone, any one exchange with another person. This is very much about fluidity, allowing things to move through and past. It's not about transcendence. It's not about battling. It's about trying to be more in the flow. When things feel a little sticky, try not to stay in that place for too long. They're telling me, move into another channel, right? So if you're in your head too much, go for a run, go into your physical bodies. If you're feeling stomach aches, if you're feeling physical tension, okay, go into, sing some music, sing a song, go into the throat, go into the verbal channel. It's about this, finding the counterpart to your experience. The foil to your experience can be the answer to get out of stuckness. They're saying it's not about fixing the stuckness, removing it, analyzing, changing it. It's really about allowing it to be there and then not getting stuck in it. So you want to do something or experience something that almost doesn't allow that thing to take more and more space up, right? So let's say I'm ruminating about, I don't know, a test that I didn't do well on, a boyfriend that crossed me in some way, my parents that are mad at me, I didn't get that job, I miss my children who are away at college. And you're just ruminating and ruminating. I'm alone, I'm not succeeding, I'm inadequate. They're not saying to fight it. They're not saying to fix it. They're saying just allow the thoughts to move through your mind while sweeping the floor, going for a run, turning on some music, something that acts as a foil to the experience so that that experience gently moves out of your state of consciousness. Okay, we're talking about those stuck energies that are not benefiting you. I hope that makes sense. We're out of time. I just want to get one more card, you guys, from this deck for you. The Garden, Receive and Heal. I feel like they all, I feel like these two messages are the answer to this non-judgment, okay? The 10 card, the completion card. Look how beautiful it is. They're saying that the cleansing and the clearing of the emotional self that you're going through is about a return to innocence. A return to innocence, where you're not so much looking deep within, you're just looking at the beauty that's all around you. And they're saying that there's this period of the day that I think they mentioned at the beginning of the reading, right? Dusk or dawn, where the world is quiet. That's where they want you to check in with yourself. That's where they want you to receive the healing energy that is abound right now, where things are a little bit softer, where there's that space between all of the coming and going, where you can rest for a moment. They're saying that for this group, you would benefit from some sunbathing, is what I'm hearing. You would benefit from some, oh my God, that's so funny that I said sunbathing, because I said earlier sunbathing, but I meant to say moonbathing. But recently, Spirit has actually been moving through me and into my voice. So they said sunbathing, even though I wanted to say moonbathing. That's my advice. They said both would be beneficial for you. Moonbathing, but especially sunbathing for this group. Okay, can we get one final message from the Sacred Destiny Oracle? I just want all groups to have equal messages. One final message for group number 2, please. Any advice or guidance? How interesting is that? Group number 2 got the same exact card. Illumination. They're really showing the importance of merging these two polarities that everyone is experiencing right now, the light and the dark, okay? The reflection and the projection, right? Where there's this narrow path of illumination between all of the chaos and the stillness. There's a space between. That is the illuminated path. It's not pure quiet. It's not pure movement. It's where you look upon your life with interest and intrigue to find where there's already beauty, where there's already everything that you want and need. From those seeds of where you bear witness to that which is already in its right place, that is the seed from where you will grow, right? Where you will continue to grow, where you will heal. That is the point of illumination. That is the point of illumination. Okay, you guys, so I'm out of time. I hope that reading helped you in some way. I hope it resonated. That's all I'm trying to do today, is to bring a little bit of solace to all of you. And if nothing else, I just want to send you guys many blessings and so much love from my heart to yours. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 3. So today we are asking for advice from Spirit for any experience that you are currently having, any situation you find yourself in, any distress that you're experiencing now. Call it to mind and gently ask Spirit to guide you in this particular message to the answers that you require, guidance for anything that you feel is muddied right now. So, dear ones, this is going to be a shorter reading. I already put out a channeled message this morning, but I felt very guided to do a quick advice reading from Spirit for the collective that will find this video. So, as I tuned into this collective, I heard that authenticity is the key to your abundance. Authenticity is the key to your abundance. I'm also hearing to your success. I'm seeing someone wearing like one of those, it's a mask. It's a mask, like a theater mask. I'm seeing somebody taking that off. Okay. So Spirit is asking me to ask you, where are you wearing a mask in your life right now? They're saying some of you might not even, okay, they're telling me to slow down. Some of you might not even realize where you are wearing masks because you have been wearing them for so long. And you might be mistaking a certain way of being or engaging with the world with who you really are. And they're saying there are subtle aspects of your experience that are not in alignment with your authenticity or your authentic spirit. They want you to gently look upon your personal experience and see where that has taken shape. See if you can find it. It's okay if you can't, or it's okay if this reading is not for you and you feel entirely in your authenticity. That's just fine. But they want you to be gentle with yourself. They want you to have an air of curiosity and interest in yourself rather than rummaging around and looking for, they're showing me like somebody like looking through a pile of clothing, looking for a sock that's dirty. I don't know why that's how they're giving it to me. I think there is something about clutter for this group that there might need to be some kind of clearing by way of physical clutter, I'll just say. My guides are telling me some of you are already doing this. You're already sort of cleaning house, as it were. Mm-hmm. They're saying somebody might be doing laundry right now. That might be what I'm picking up from the field, from the quantum field, is what I meant there. Yeah, so they're saying like, they want you to stop looking for what's dirty, what's wrong, what needs fixing. That's not what you need to be doing right now. They just want you to go, okay, slow down, please. They want you to have an air of curiosity when it comes to exploring your lives right now, to raise the weightiness of your perspective to a vibration of lightness. So where you feel like there's heaviness, they're having me teach you guys something about the energy behind what you do. There's always, if you think about anything that you do, there's an energy behind it. Okay? They're asking me to give an example. So they're saying, like, let's say I were to go grab my broom right now and sweep my apartment. Am I grabbing it? Is it rushed? Am I like, oh, I really don't want to be sweeping right now? What is the air of energy? What kind of signature? Can you give me a word here, Spirit, please? Yeah, they're just saying, like, what is the feeling? What is the emotional imprint with which you are going about your day, about your tasks? Am I sweeping angrily? Am I ruminating as I'm sweeping? Okay. They want you to become aware of the energy behind what you're doing, because it's that energy wherein you will find what is yours and what isn't. Oh, okay. So they're saying sometimes the mask is worn as a way of shielding yourself from the world. I did not see that coming. So it's less about security. They're saying it is for some of you about feeling a bit insecure, but a lot of you actually may be empaths. And this mask might be a way of not allowing yourself to be seen, because when you're seen, you just absorb collective energy, okay? So they want you to be aware of the energy behind the things that you are doing, to sort of locate where you are and what energy you're holding that isn't yours. So let's say I go ahead and I grab this broom in this somewhat silly metaphor here. or not really metaphor, this example here. And I've got this anger behind it, and I'm now aware of it, right? Because my guides have said, hey, look at that energy behind your sweeping. And I notice that there's anger there, but I can't pinpoint the situation that incited that anger. Therein lies the rub, right? I don't know where it came from, and sometimes it may be mine. But then I might realize, oh, I just worked with a very angry client or a very angry patient, and that it's possible this anger is not mine. And once I come upon that, I can just state, I release all energy that doesn't belong to me, and I send it out into the ether with love. Or I release energies that are mine, that I'm currently not aware of, that are not for my betterment. And I release that in love into the ether. So there's some advice for this group about tuning in gently, not deeply, gently, just to what is going on just behind the surface, because that might be affecting the way you appear to the world, the way you look to others. And when you're carrying an energetic imprint, or they keep using the word imprint, so I feel like this is a past life energy, but it's also about an energy that is not yours potentially, where some other person, place, thing, whatever it might have been, imprinted an energy on you, and now you're masked because of it. So they're giving me another reason why it feels like a mask, because that energy is not yours. Okay, so you might be wearing some kind of mask so that people don't see you as the empath that you are, and they're not magnetized toward you. Or you might be unwittingly wearing a mask because you're not holding your own personal signature. In either case, in any of those cases, you could be magnetizing people and situations to you that are not a vibrational match to your soul, because what you're showing to the world is out of alignment with what your soul really is. I hope that makes sense. I know it sounds a little complex, but it actually does make sense to me as I'm hearing it. Once you cleanse out and clear energies that aren't yours, then your natural vibration rises, and what you appear to the world is actually you. Now, if you are an empath, they're giving me an idea. They're giving me a method to give to you guys. What you can do is you can imagine a bunch of mirrors surrounding you, mirrors, but they're facing outward. Okay, so the back of the mirror is facing you. And you can just ask that all vibrations that are not for your betterment and not for your highest good be reflected. In other words, you become invisible to negative energies, to people and to things and situations that would not benefit you. Okay, so that's one method that you might use to go about your day to help you. Okay, so they're saying in the interest of time, I'm going to have to turn over the card now. So it says, freedom, just be you. They're telling me that there is no other way to be anymore. There is no other way to be anymore. They're just saying, if you're not yourself, then you're no one. Because when you're trying to be something that you're not, you're actually no one. You don't hold any natural blueprint. You hold something that mimics something. Let me just tune in and ask Spirit what else they want to tell this collective. This came up in a previous reading of mine, but it's coming up again. I do want you to know some of my messages will repeat. Number one, because sometimes the people who needed to hear it did not get it. And number two, because we don't learn things overnight, and often we need messages to be repeated. Okay, so I'm hearing chirping in my ear, and I'm not talking about the birds outside. They're talking about people in your ear who are telling you what you need to do, how you need to think, how you need to be. And they're asking you to be aware of your responses to those people. Are you bending to other people's will? Are you trying to conform to something that is palatable to others? Are you trying to make yourself more palatable to the world? This is not helping, I'm hearing Spirit say. This is not helping you. This is not helping others. Others will not learn to respect you if you don't honor your own way of being. This group is not meant to fit in. You are meant to stand out. This is a very, very colorful balloon, okay? That's so interesting. I love these little messages they give me. Do you see in the background, there are two orange balloons with a little stripe in the middle. And yet this one in the forefront, it has colors all its own. They're saying you're not meant to be like the rest. You are not meant to be like the rest. You are meant to stand out and you're meant to fly. You're meant to take off at this time. I think they said that earlier, right? That your authenticity is your success or some such thing. At the beginning when I channel, my eyes are closed and I'm kind of in a semi-trance, so I don't remember exactly, but I remember they said something like that. I think it was this group. Oh, that's so interesting. They're saying that you're not meant to just, so they're showing like somebody struggling up a mountain. You're not just meant to struggle and climb this mountain and get to the top. You're meant to move mountains. You are meant to move mountains. You're meant to do wondrous things in this life. And you cannot do those wondrous things if you're trying to fit yourself in some kind of mold. You're meant to rise high above the mountains. You're meant to move them and you're meant to rise above them. Yeah, I'm hearing like you're supposed to reach new and greater heights than where you are right now. And they're showing me like the throughway station, the bridge, whatever speaks to you is by way of authenticity. Okay. Oh, and then they wanted to tune in to the number 38, which equals 11. You are the masters. You're supposed to attain some kind of mastership. Okay, maybe some of you are master numbers in your life path. That has been coming up in my readings recently, but you don't need to be a life path number 11, 22, 33, and so forth. Some of you might be double digits this year or this coming year in 2026. So you might be turning 33 or 44 or 55 and so forth. That's going to be a year of mastership, I'm hearing. Okay, but you guys are the masters. You're meant to master something in this life. And it's by way of being exactly who you are and not by conforming, not by being palatable. Okay? Okay, Spirit, what else for group number 3? What other advice do you have for group number 3? They're also saying that some of you might be adventure seekers and you haven't done something adventurous in a long time. They're like, go out, go on a hot air balloon, whatever it is that feels adventurous, go out and do that. They're telling me to pull one more card right now so I can stay in the flow of the reading. What else, Spirit, for group number 3, please? Show me clearly. Show me clearly, please, for group number 3. Oh, they're upside down. They're all upside down. Okay. Wow. So first of all, we have 47 and 38. We have 2 11s on the table, you guys. Okay? Now. Oh, that is so, I'm getting such amazing messages. By the way, I'm totally at a loss of what time it is. So I don't know how much time I have left. Okay. But I'll go another 5 or 10 minutes. I want you to notice, you guys, that this card is, you know how in Oracle decks they use one card to be the cover of the cards? That's what this is. Do you see? This card is the one that was chosen for the Oracle card covers of all the cards, you see? Talk about returning to your authenticity. They want your outside to match your inside. That is what this card is about. I mean, it says blessings and goodwill, grace, that's beautiful, but that was the purpose of this card. They want your outside to match the inside. How unbelievably beautiful is that? Now, they're alerting me to the fact that this is a 5 card, 14, number 5. 5 often denotes battles, okay? Especially from the tarot, but in general, 5 is an imbalanced number. They're saying that when you match your outside to your inside, that could be in the way that you dress as much as it is your behaviors, your actions, as well as removing the mask that is at once a shield protecting you from the throes and the chaos in the world, as much as it is one that was unwittingly placed there because you're absorbing other people's energies and you're starting and you are having difficulty discerning between what is yours and what is others. It doesn't matter what the reason for the mask is. Become aware of it so that you can release it and become who you are and what you are. And any kind of grounding will help you return and remember what you are. Now, this group has the malachite, which resonates with the heart chakra. For this particular group, it is about opening up your heart. It's about learning how to live through love, because authenticity not only lives within your lower chakras, your root, your sacral, and certainly your solar plexus, but it really is about the throughway station that they just talked about, which is the heart. The heart, in fact, is the throughway station from which the energy of the lower chakras run to the higher chakras and beyond. So you guys are really about living through the heart. Your authentic spirit is about living through compassion of the self, compassion to others, kindness to the self, kindness to others. Okay, all your blessings and all of the grace that you will experience in this life is by living through the heart. How beautiful is that message? Now let's quickly look at card number 3. Night's Vigil. Prepare and get ready. Ooh, I love that. I'm hearing the word awakening for this group, that by way of your remembrance and return to your authentic spirit, by way of learning discernment between what is yours and what is other people, by way of learning appropriate shielding, not by way of fear, but by way of empowerment, so you can live and breathe as empaths, as the empaths that you are. They're saying prepare and get ready for what is to come. Now, I'm getting chills, you guys, in my right leg, that is correct for you guys. Ooh, and they just alerted me to the masks that are on this card that have been taken off. Look, and his eyes are closed because he is tuned inward. He is turned inward. His sword is turned down. The spirit is showing, put the swords down. There's nothing left to battle. Take the masks off. There's nothing left to battle. You are now ready. You are now ready for what's to come. Now, what is your mastership, my dears? What are you getting ready for? Let's ask Spirit. Oh, I'm getting so excited. Oh, Spirit, show me clearly. Show us clearly, please. They're telling me to ground my energy. Okay. The cards did not come out. They want me to ground. They want me to have a bit more respect for this sacred space. As group number 3 remembers what and who they are, and they experience the freedom of being exactly who they are, inside and out. What is it? What's their mastership? Show me clearly, Spirit. Oh, healing chaos. Oh my God, I just got heady. Look at the green. Look at all the green. In all of the chaos that's swirling around, you guys are transforming. Look at all the butterflies. The butterflies are actually swirling around the chaos, guiding the chaos into the sky or into the ground, wherever it wants to go. You, my loves, are the butterflies, okay? You might be in the chrysalis phase now, but you are transforming. And this is not another reading of, oh, you're transforming, oh, you're turning into something. Listen, go listen to group number 1 and number 2. They did not have this message. So if you chose this message, this is for you. Look at the signs and synchronicities. I cannot make a reading like this up. This is one of the more beautiful readings that I've done in a long time. That's what you're getting. That's what you're being prepared for. You're healing the chaos. You are not the chaos yourselves. You are not that which you have absorbed. The chaos is around you, and you, my dears, are anchoring in the light. You are transforming into the masters that you are so that you can help heal it. In this next phase of the new earth, that the old earth is shifting into the new earth, you are here as healers. Let me know in the comments down below, will you? Not for likes, not to grow my channel. My guides have already told me my channel will grow in its right way, in its right time. I'm not even here to ask you guys to put a thumbs up. Whatever you want to do, you're going to do. Okay, so I've been leaving that out because I don't feel it's right for my channel. But let me know in the comments down below, just to share with me. Those of you who have been with me for a while, I've only been on YouTube for 4 or 5 months, I think, not even. You know I genuinely want to connect with you guys, okay? Let me know if that's you, if you're healers out there, okay? You're here to do some beautiful things, you guys. So a lot of this is about trusting that process of moving more into your authentic spirit. That is the name of the game. That's what this middle card here is to show you, okay? Show yourselves authentically to the world, because the people that I'm speaking to right now, we need more of you. We need you. Okay, we need the authentic, powerful spirits who are at once empaths and healers and warriors. That's what your energy is. You're both soft and strong. That's what this group is. Okay? You know how to be in your hearts, and then you know how to go out there and do what you need to do in spite of all the craziness. Okay, with that, you guys, I'm going to close out the reading. I just want to send you guys so much love and so much gratitude for staying for this reading. I really am grateful for you all for being here for this reading. And I send you so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care.